In this next video, let's hear from some individuals living with chronic pain.
I used to be able to run. Yeah, it was just, I was a lot more active. I was partying and enjoying life. I mean, I still enjoy life, but just in a different way. I was also a feng shui practitioner, and then I became an esthetician. And as an esthetician, it's a lot of bending over and, because I'm doing massages and doing nails. I started having back problems. I ended up having spinal surgery, and then I got to the point where I couldn't do that anymore.
Pain has been, probably been in my life since I was in my 20s or 30s. It hasn't been that severe in those years, but probably in the last 7 or 8 years it started getting increasingly worse. And then about 4 years ago, it's when it really got bad, when I started getting some help for it. But it was just pain bending over, pain reaching for things, not really being able to do everything I wanted to do. In about 2022, I was in a couple car accidents back to back. I don't know, I've just kind of always had this mentality of I can do anything I want, and then being faced with something that prevents you from doing it is hard to swallow sometimes. It takes a lot of getting used to.
Running down my yard, which was like a slope like this, I tripped face forward and I hurt my hip, and I was like 6. Then when I was about 10, 11, I started getting wearing on my knees from like the whip kick for like breaststroke. And that repetitive motion started my knee pain at like 10, 11 years old. By 14, I was told that I had arthritis in my knees. Pretty much been living with pain my whole life, but it's just really between 14 until now. When the pain starts, it's like sanding a piece of wood. You sand it, and then it just starts to, you're gonna go down and down and down and down, right? It's like a hole I can never get out of for some reason,
At one point, I was hospitalized for months, and I had a doctor who kind of came one day to me. He brought me 3 books, and he's like, okay, you are going to have to be your doctor. I need you to read these so you know what back problems are, and you'll have a better idea of what's happening in your body. And that was the beginning for me, like taking charge of my own care.
I started with physio. I did a chiropractor assessment, a few appointments there. And then I've just been seeing different physiotherapists for years now. It's not a bad thing to ask for help, to tell your doctors what you're actually feeling, not what you think they want to hear. It's good to ask if they know of any resources available to you.
I did find a good doctor in the end, and she has been extremely helpful to me and very understanding. I think finding a good doctor that's willing to listen, I think that's really important. Kelty's Keys, I tapped into that myself. I heard the name over and over in one of the depression anxiety groups, and I decided to look it up. And there's just a plethora of information in there, very helpful and useful information. I wish I'd known that sooner, maybe right off the get. But Surrey Mental Health was really good, like doing depression or depression anxiety classes.
I went through an education course, which was really informative, actually. It really had a lot of different eye-opening components to it, and it kind of brought my attention to how the pain can be related to all these other issues in one's life. I was put in touch with through my doctor. She referred me to a pain management specialist, and they referred me to the Pain BC, which who got in touch with me and offered me various resources to go through, which included that course that I was talking about, that making sense of pain. They have a number of different components that there are worksheets that you do throughout the course. It kind of focused on the different aspects of pain and its involvement in say, your emotional well-being, your mental health, your diet, your exercise. It just kind of shows how it can affect all of those things, and all of those things can affect the pain.
It's good to have to be and to communicate with other people who are going through the similar things. And I learned so much from the pain clinic, oh my gosh, because we have a Zoom that we do, and we kind of just share like our experiences and what works and what doesn't for other people. And I've learned so much. Like, I started going to the pool, which really helps, and we're being comfortable even using the tools. It's like this is the life. This is the life, and I have to do what's best for me, and accept like this is my new reality, and it's okay. And just being on these Zooms with like-minded people going through all the same challenges, it helps. It really helps, and I look forward to it. And they would bring in professionals who will talk to us about, pain management and things like that. And I feel supported.
Even just saying it out loud to another person helps to balance the weight out a little bit, like offloads a little bit of the weight. And it helps.
Kind of went through the clinic to the Pain BC. They've put me in that course that kind of opened up all sorts of different windows. And now I'm with a health coach who I think is doing a phenomenal job kind of keeping me on track in terms of getting my life back together. I really recommend trying it. Don't just let it pass you by. There's lots out there.
There's great value for me with the pain clinic because I need that. I need that because it's just, otherwise I'm just on my own in my head, with all these thoughts and struggles. And
don't give up. Love yourself. Be kind to yourself. It's easy to sit and be mad and be frustrated, but don't give up. Try and talk to loved ones, talk to the doctor, see if you can get help. I also started beading when things got really bad, when I actually had my mental breakdown. And I think it's the textures and the color and just working with things, trying to come up with ideas. It kind of gets you out of your own head. So it makes me feel good about myself. I guess it helps with my self-esteem, like I did that, and that is beautiful.
That's it right there. You have to figure out it doesn't have to be a big thing, like a big trip or something. The little things that bring you pleasure. For me, I'm a crafter, and I'm always making something, when I have the energy, I'll make soaps, or I'll knit and crochet, or, I love my crafts.
Things like self-care and maybe not just directly related to pain, but just kind of for your own well-being, that will impact your pain in the long run. Learning how there's that interplay between your kind of emotional well-being and your physical well-being, and keeping one thing fully stocked can actually help the other thing when it's needed. So there's that big circle between those that really took me a long time to really understand the significance of.
So different things that just keeps us going and letting us know that we're not alone, and there's help out there. There are resources for us, and it's good. It feels good to have that. Yeah.
So you see, everyone's approach is unique to their situation. It's up to you to decide what's right for you. Our next video is geared towards your support system. We encourage you to watch it with them.